We're in Los Angeles, and we're in February 2017. What can we start off with here? What I'm going to do at first, I'm going to do some water charging. So if you have any water, if not, you may get some right now if you don't have any. So I want to get this done so I don't forget about it. And I'll be making you real within probably 10 minutes here. So I'll talk about the cloning. What happens is initially you were all human, and then the humans turned into human clones, and that happened mainly in like December 21st, 2012. That was that big event, with the calendar ending and alien abductions. So about 95% of the population left, and what got brought back here was human clones, or also clones. So what will happen is when I do this process for you, you're going to feel your body change. You probably get a little warmer, and you're going to be able to see maybe more colors, have better eyesight, and you're going to feel like you're human again. So this will work for a cloned human or a clone, and a clone. They're two different species. Yes?
When you say clone, is it
A clone replica of
physical, spiritual, both?
physical. Physical. Okay? So you'll be seeing it happen before your eyes here.
Okay.
So if you notice, all the people, all the elite people, we'll call them are clones. Okay? They're human, and then they turn into clones because that's just the way they are. They go to the clone factories underground, have new bodies made for them. If you look at most of the celebrities, they're done that way.
Right.
The ones that don't have the technology, or maybe they don't pay enough money, then they start falling apart before your eyes.
Okay, so they're abducted.
Yeah, perfect. The abduction process with you is every 10 minutes. So this is what gets kind of interesting. So the alien races only want you because they live off your energy. So you're like cattle to them, or chickens. And every 10 minutes, a particular alien race or a group of aliens have you. They have your whole real estate. And then after 10 minutes, they switch it over to another alien race. And in the next 10 minutes, you're now controlled by somebody else. And you can validate that by watching people. So if you just came in, we'll say in the 10-minute time frame for you, and somebody else is going out maybe in 2 minutes, and you're having a conversation from them, they're already on the 8-minute timeline, okay? And as 2 minutes start to tick closer and closer to the 10-minute time, and you're talking with them, all of a sudden you're going to see them kind of look up in the air for maybe a half a second. They have to get re-downloaded, recreated over again. And they'll say, "Whoa, what are you talking about?" Or "I don't understand that," or like they're zoned out for a while because they don't have full memory of what's going on. And you've all seen that, where somebody gets spacey, and that's every 10 minutes. You're real here about 3 hours a month, and you have to be here real in order for the clones to attach to your skeleton at your GPS location where they connect to you. And hopefully you're real during the daytime when you're not sleeping. And that's when you have all your inspiration. You feel like you can set the world on fire, all this enthusiasm, and then it goes away. So what we have is humans, very few on the planet here. Then we have a lot of cloned humans, okay, which are created by the aliens. You still have a spirit energy in you, but not the same as what you'd have normally as a true human. And then you have the replica of that creation of a true clone. Now the clones don't have a spirit, so there are some probably clones in here. And when I do this process, you will become who you used to be as a human. Now clones really can't give change. They have maybe a week to a half a week of database in them. They don't know directions. They ask a lot of questions, and that's the basic clone energy. Any questions so far? No, sound like everybody out here? You all understand?
Why did this happen?
Why did this happen? Probably because people bought into the timeline of what happened in 2012 with the Mayan calendar. Remember, you're controlled by the aliens. Everything here is alien. And your astrology is all alien mind control stuff. That's why they can tell you what your chart is going to be, you know, your natal barcode chart and everything else. So you want to, you know, eliminate that stuff if you can, as much as possible. So my website is full of solutions to your problems. And I have timeline crashes on my website because you're living on timelines. Yes?
Where do you get this information or this knowledge?
I live in the moment. So I have a human-looking body. It's actually a light body that's human-looking. I don't have any real body energy. In fact, I can project energy to you, but try to connect to my energy right now. Some people put their hands out, and I'll be basically invisible to you. So I don't live here. Okay, although I bleed and everything else like you would, or you know, have problems. But as far as my actual energy signature, I'm not here.
Wow, where are you?
I'm a light being. I'm from source energy. And so I get beamed up to source energy continuously.
Yeah, that's why your healings are so powerful.
Yeah, and they're instantaneous. And so like on my website, I get typically, 4,700 hits to 5,000 hits a month. Okay. And in that time frame, I'm doing healings on people because I have a lot of free healings there. Plus people buy healings and they go on to it and do it. And so all that energy runs through my body. So what I tell people is never be a healer, because if you start taking energy into you, you can't get rid of it, and you can be dying of it. So it's don't become a healer, you know. But for myself, it's different.
Because you're not from
Because
here.
I'm not from here.
Yeah.
So hopefully that makes a little sense to you. So you're living on timelines. The timelines where you have all your problems. Okay, when you become human and you live in the now, so you have two different scenarios. You have the energy of source energy in the now, and that's when you're not on timelines, and that's when you don't think. Okay, as soon as you start to think, now that puts you onto a timeline or multiple timelines, and timelines are your multidimensional selves. That's your parallel lifetimes. You know, it's all the same stuff. That's where all your stuff happens. When I work with you maybe in 10 minutes here and make you all real, if you have any aches or pains in your body, they may go away completely, because the real you might be perfect. But you collected stuff on these timelines, and the aliens want you to suffer. So they give you emotional problems and they give you physical problems. But the real you is probably fine. So you become corrupted. And then you live in all those timelines at one time elsewhere, because if you're not here in the present moment, you're not on the real earth. Okay, you're in a fabrication. You're in a holographic reality that you're living. Okay?
The reality is holographic too. All realities are holographic.
All realities are holographic, yeah. And so when you think of something,
There are many versions of her.
yeah, that's true. You have all the predictions that people have done in the past that could be real. May not be real to you, but it happened real to those people.
Another aspect of me.
Yeah, to the other aspect of you, or the people on those timelines.
Why do the aliens want us to feel pain?
They live off that energy. They live off pain energy. They live off happiness, sadness, any kind of emotion they live off of. So you're not always in pain, but you are in emotions. So the emotions are what capture you, and they take away the energy.
Is there any way to stay real?
Don't think. Don't think.
Don't think.
Yeah, what I'll do right now for you is a mind to heart drop. I'll do this. So the mind to heart drop you should be doing every hour if you can.
Yeah.
And after you do it for a while, maybe a week, you're going to find yourself kind of spacey to other people. You're going to be fine, but you're going to be losing track of time. And since everybody has watches on or cell phone with the time, and you got to have appointments and go to work, etc. You're going to be losing track of the alien timeline that they want to put you on, because in the now there's no time. And that's where I live, out of time. So here we go. You can say it out loud if you wish. I'll first tell you what it is, so you know. The worst thing you can do on any type of presentation is to listen to the speaker and follow what they're telling you without discernment, okay? The worst thing, or go into a meditation. The worst. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'll be doing, and then you can do it if you wish to. So what you say out loud is, and I'll command my spirit. So right away you're dealing with your spirit in the now. Spirit's inside of you. Okay? And then you say to take the thoughts in my hand. That's that monkey mind chatter, all your stuff that you're thinking about, and drop them into my heart. So everything is based on you. Nothing outside of yourself. Outside of yourself, it's all darkness. When you get something outside, it's going to be darkness energy from the aliens, because they gave you mind energy. And you can't use mind energy to fix anything. Only your spirit can fix things for you. So after that, you count from 10 to 1 backwards 3 times. So if you want to do this, here we go. So we say, and now command my spirit to take the thoughts in my head and drop them into my heart. Okay? And we're going to count from 10 to 1 backwards. We're going to stop at 5. Then I want you all to think. And you're going to feel that your thoughts are now going to be around your throat area. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, stop. And now think. Are your thoughts kind of in your throat area?
Yeah, I can't find them.
Okay, here we go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now try to think. Shouldn't be any thoughts there at all. You're blank.
Yeah.
Why are you blank? Because you're no longer on timelines. You're in the present moment. Okay, you're still on the timeline of the aliens where you were, but time has stopped for you. Now when time has stopped for you, the aliens will see you and go, oh, no energy here, and find somebody else to attack. Okay? Everybody understand this? So how long can you stay in the present moment? Maybe a minute or two. Maybe longer, but you want to always, do this. And like I said, get a day planner. And now you're at peace. So let's get our water, and we'll do some water charging here. So taste your water first. Okay. And people have been talking about EMF radiation more recently, so we'll do an EMF radiation water to help detoxify you. So just hold your water. I'll count to 10 to charge it up. Here we go. So I have to command the energy. That's why I count, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And try your water again. Tastes a little different?
Yeah.
Okay. So my website, I have on the left side activations where you can activate your food. You're neutralizing it, and you can also charge water with that. So, any questions before I make you real? Yes.
Kind of the same question, okay? I'm just still wondering how we got physically cloned, unless we were taken like in our sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you for the question. Okay. People talk about aliens. You have UFO panels and all this stuff, and they talk about the ones that were here in the 40s, and maybe the Nazis using that for their UFOs in the 30s, etc. Well, those are the ones you already know about. Okay. And are they good or bad? Maybe bad. Typically. They didn't bring any good, really high technology here to help you out, but maybe the car might be good, but why didn't they give you a flying saucer instead, right? So what you're using is mind energy from the aliens to do your creations. If you're in the present moment, though, like what you were. Right now you're probably out of it because I'm talking to you and you have to listen, okay? But when you're in the present moment, then you do get other information to you, which is far better than what the aliens are giving you on mind energy. So you have collective consciousness, you've heard that term, you know, mind of God or whatever, you know, that's all alien stuff, okay? When you're in the present moment, then you're using source energy. And the manifestation is the same exact thing, because they took the energy from source energy and switched it over into mind energy. So when you want to manifest from source energy, what you do is you get your idea maybe beforehand, because you're still in mind energy, and then you just do the mind to heart drop, and then allow your spirit and your body to bring forth the information for you. And then you manifest that way, and it's a cleaner manifestation. Okay, same process, but some people have a hard time with it because they go, oh, I got to go to work, I got to think, I got to do this. Well, once you start doing the mind to heart drop, it might take you 6 months, and all of a sudden you realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm doing this without even thinking. But your body knows what to do, and so does your spirit, but the mind gets in the way in the other process. So, what was your question again now? I'm in the moment, so I have to...
I'm still wondering how we got physically cloned unless we were physically taken in our...
Oh, okay. So the aliens that you don't see is the problem. They're outside our dimension that we can't see. And so there's thousands of them there. That's what I battle with time-traveling soldiers. I've been through all the different, I won't say all the tunnels, but there's tunnels like every probably 5 miles apart underground throughout everything, okay? I've been in Antarctica for the last probably year and a half fighting aliens, getting those out of there. I have captured, I don't want to use captured, they kind of surrendered. I have like maybe, I think it's 50 Nephilims that are now starting to help out. They're about 9 foot tall, okay? But what happens is when the aliens try to fight or defend an area, then there's problems and I have to deal with them. So I don't look for trouble, and they don't want to have trouble either, but when they start shooting at me and stuff, and anyway, I can go into that for a long time, but yes.
Is that on your ship? I mean, the light ship?
Yeah.
Higher dimensional aspect, right?
Well, I have my own light ship that I use. Initially, I had a medical ship. That's what I came here with, to do healings. Then I had to retrofit it with light weapons on it because the aliens were trying to take me out. And then from there, I just kind of went into, I enlisted people here at this expo, in fact, maybe 4 or 5 years ago for time-traveling soldiers, okay? And then from there, anybody in here a time-traveling soldier? Okay. You want to describe what you've experienced?
Well, most of my experience with it was at night when I was asleep, and you know, it would be commotion, conflict, not really able to really know what was happening. But the reason why I stopped because I woke up one morning and my entire left arm was numb, and I was like, oh man, I must have had like my arm shot off.
Yeah.
And so then I delisted after that.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. The worst thing that happened to me, I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, I was taken out 85 times. So I was actually killed. And I can get put back together again by myself doing that in a short period of time, no more than 3 days, okay? But the last time they hit me, second to the last time, I was hit with one of these pulse weapon type things, and it just destroyed me completely. It took me a week to get, 7 days to actually become functional again. Had a hard time walking and everything else. It was like, I was like obliterated. And they do have the same weapon here. I was in it's made by Raytheon, I believe. I went to the Pentagon maybe 6 months ago, so I just pop in places, and talk to these whatever generals or whatever, and they had this little sidearm on. So I'll just tell you this story real quick. So I go, what's that? And they go, well, this is our new weapon. And I know they've had it for quite a long time, but they had it on them. So I go, well, this little belt clip on it above it, like a little cigarette package, that's the battery for it. And what they have is a pair of like glasses they can put on, like kids have now probably. I'm not into watching TVs and stuff, with the games and stuff, but they had that, or they use a cell phone. So they just aim the gun, and through the glasses or cell phone, it displays a circle, and you aim the gun and you put a circle around your target. and you can pick as many targets as you like within 1 minute. And then you have a choice to either terminate the target, make it like zapped, it's gone, invisible, or you can destroy it by having the heart stop, and the person will just fall over dead. So that's maybe one of the newer technologies that they're having for the military here.
Is that working against the invisible aliens?
They might be using it there too, possibly, but this is a physical thing here. So, and then you have the Space Command, which is what I worked with off and on, not too often, because I'm out of time and they're in time. So you have the Air Force, we'll call it, or NASA, fighting aliens too. All the countries are in that, you know, a NATO process, NASA process, you know, of doing things. Yes?
Can they see the aliens, the NASA and all that?
No, the invisible ones they can't, no. So I'm in the tunnels fighting probably side by side with them and taking out aliens, and they can't even see them. Yes?
In the scope of everything, what does reptilians, what role do they play in this entire picture?
They're one of the bad ones. I don't get into how bad they are or the different groups because there's so many of them. You know? Okay, want to be made real?
Yeah.
Okay, so I normally do the left side first, my left side if you like. So everybody stand over here. Oh, why don't you sit down first? I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to count to probably maybe up to 150. And each time I count, like I said, the aliens have you every 10 minutes. And so I'm taking away their 10-minute real estate payment that they did on you. So, you know, they'll be losing money or something, you know, because I'm taking away maybe 150 of the 10-minute spots. And each time I count, you have to be remade new again. So the next race will see you, and they'll say, oh, it's my turn for the 10 minutes, and they'll recreate you and the room here and everybody else in it. So you may find your body shrinking, you may get thinner, you may get a little fatter, you may have hair color changes because they have to recreate you in your last image. So like your blueprint is handed over to them. Now, when I probably hit 10 to maybe 30, you're going to start to feel your body warming up. And then you're going to start to feel like you're more grounded here. And when I get done, you will become human. So if you are a clone replica in here that got taken out in the end of 2012, you'll be made human automatically by doing this process. So, and the people over here now can watch you over here, and then we'll just reverse it around and you can become human afterwards. So, are you ready? You want to put the camera over here? Okay, you can stand up. And typically you're going to maybe feel your palms getting a little warmer, maybe a little more moisture in your hands. And you can just look at each other if you like and kind of find somebody, and you may see them like jerk. If you find somebody jerking, that's another sign that you just got through being switched out. So here we go. You ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Anybody feeling the change in their body?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Anybody jerk yet? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. Jerked. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 130. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 160. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 170. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 180. Okay, that feels pretty good. Coming in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
There. How's the lady back here, maybe the third row back? Are you okay? Need a little more of it? Okay, she's still connected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 190. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. 1, 2, there we go. Take it away from you there. How's that feel? Okay, one more time. There we go. 1, 2, there. I'm getting them off you. Went away? Good. Making you real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Okay, how do y'all feel?
Thank you.
Okay, now look at the people over here. Maybe some of these people have been in my workshop yesterday, or lecture, but look at them, and do they look a little funny to you? I mean, like, you know, have you seen the movie They Live, where you put the sunglasses on and you see the aliens? Well, and then look at each other, and you can see that you're now looking at humans. From my own perspective here, before I was doing this, you know, like 4 years ago, you know, I'd be talking to people like the ones over here, and they're just not getting it. So when I look at you, you're like in the fishbowl, in a sense, you're just mannequins that kind of move. People over here have like a million times energy than what you people have. Can you feel the energy from these people?
Yeah, I got really warm.
Yeah. You guys feel warm?
It looks soft.
Okay, now I want to ask you a question. Do you feel, if you had an ache or pain before this, or a twitch, or, you know, sore feet, how do you feel now? Does it feel like it went away?
Yes, it's lessened.
Lessened.
Yeah, lessened. I had neck pain and it's nowhere to be found.
Yeah. So the real you is probably more perfect, but the timelines that you're living on, as you're thinking, okay, you know, like, you know, you know, somebody says, oh, you got a, you know, a problem with a cavity or something. Well, maybe it's on the timelines. You don't have a cavity after all, but they gave you the cavity because you read about cavities. Remember, your thoughts, right? Your thoughts control your reality, right? So, okay, you can sit down. So how was that experience for you, since these are new people here?
Nice.
Nice? Okay. So, okay, you guys ready? You can stand up. And lady, how are you doing?
I'm feeling like a release,
Okay.
like an unwinding.
Unwinding?
My body is moving better. I've been suffering with injuries.
Okay, here we go, everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Should be feeling a little bit warmer, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 130. 1, 2, there we go. Feels pretty good. So coming in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How do you feel? Anybody need it more? Another time?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are you, 150, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 160. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 170. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 180. 1, 2, how's that feeling? Good? Coming in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So did any of your aches and pains leave you? Anybody feel taller?
Taller.
Taller?
No more back pain.
No more back pain? Gone.
They look different.
Yeah. Anybody feel their clothes change on your body? Remember, each time I counted, they had to remake your clothes. Then redo your hair and everything else. They had to remake you from a blueprint.
Who's they?
The aliens.
The good ones, right?
No, no.
Doesn't the healing process have something to do with the positive side of the higher levels?
I don't see any positive side at any higher level. Where you are is here, okay? And so anything outside of yourself is very skeptical. So some people get into the thing about fourth dimension and fifth dimension and your higher self and the angels and never take all that and just put it in the trash can. You are here now living a life experience, and don't go into anything outside of yourself to cause yourself problems for abductions. So are there good aliens? Well, the good aliens, they're not going to come here typically, because why do they want to be under attack, you know, by the bad aliens? Okay? Who'd want to go into darkness?
But what about your ship?
That's why I'm here, is to help people.
So
Mine's different.
Aren't you one of the good aliens?
I'm not an alien. I'm an alien to the aliens. I'm from source energy.
Oh, okay, it's just, I've been around this stuff since a long time, and you've got a way different model, so it's a little bit.
Yeah,
because,
uh-huh.
You know, so
Yeah, it's different.
it's a big adjustment.
Yeah. Okay, you can sit down. So now that I have humans here, there we go. Now I can talk to you on a one-on-one. So if you want to go to the light chamber, my booth 202, I have a $10 discount coupon here. It's $20, and you just turn this in and you pay 10, and this is 20 bucks or $10 worth. So that can help you. The light chamber is wonderful. It takes away the crud around you, makes you feel better, energizes you with light codes that your body has never had into it before, because the aliens wanted to dumb you out when you came here. That's basically it. And yes?
Can you explain a little bit of what you are actually doing with the counting?
Yeah. What I'm doing is taking away the control of aliens that have you. So I'm facing each one of those alien races, battling them to save you, terminating them, okay? To take you away from their stuff, okay? So they have you somehow manufactured, and I'm actually battling them to save your life. So that's what I'm doing for each and every one of you as I'm counting, which looks like I'm just doing nothing but counting. Then from there, the next race takes you. So I got rid of that one. Next race then manifests you, and then I have to take you from their control. And that happens each time I count.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
What do you think it means that when, like, after you're done counting, I actually have pain right here, but I didn't have it before.
Very interesting.
I don't know, is that just coincidence?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, okay. Want to stand up? Then I'll take some energy off you, or not.
Okay.
Anybody see energy on her? So I'll just start taking it away. Is it like on your left shoulder in a sense? Yeah, it'll just pulled away here. How's it now? Any better?
I don't know.
You do know.
Move around. I think so.
Okay.
No.
Well, let's start over again. How do you feel? Okay, the way I work, okay, here's the way I work, okay? I'm either like yes or no. There's no gray area, okay? So when you go to the light ship and you ask for healings, which is what I do like on my BBS programs, I have 4 programs a week. On Saturdays, I take people to the light ship for like, maybe 5-10 minutes. So you have to request your healing. Okay, so by being indecisive, I can't help you. Okay, so by saying, yeah, I have a pain here, then I can zero in on that pain and release it. Okay, so I'll do one clearing. Zip, it's gone. Maybe. Okay, if you still have it, you have to ask again. See, the light only works in the now.
Yeah.
Okay, do you understand that? And so you can get on and say, can you please fix this here? And they did whatever they can do for you, and it's over. Just like that, it's over. Is it still there? Well, you got to ask again.
It's
So
actually gone.
it is gone.
I was just whispering it to him, yeah.
It's gone. Okay,
I don't know.
because that's where the light works. It doesn't judge you, but you have to judge yourself.
Totally.
Okay, so if it's gone, perfect. Yes,
I felt the pulsating on the top of my head when you were counting, I'm not sure what.
what that would be, I don't know. You know, at this moment, it's just that the aliens are releasing stuff from you that could be entrapped inside of your hologram of who you are. But right now, you're human. So I'll energize the Merkaba. This here is what we sell at the booth. It's $15, and this is personal to you. So I'm going to energize this here, and you can watch it change. If I can hold it without. Everybody see it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting some of the energy from your hand.
Yeah, you're going to start to see the different lines in it change and become more pronounced. It'll become more three-dimensional. There we go. So this is what you would look like in a cellular level if you could, get a big magnifying glass or telescope or microscope, I should say, and look at yourself. So this we sell. People like having it because you can energize this. Once it's energized, it will radiate back to you. So that's who you are. Okay. A question? Yes.
So all the illness are alien programming?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Alien programming through anything, through religions, through whatever. You don't know who's in the body of a person as they're doing something to you. Okay. So we did the mind to heart drop. You remember that, don't you? Okay. So use that in place of meditation. So if you meditate, that's using mind energy to take you on a mind trip someplace. Remember, then you're using alien energy to go somewhere. So you want to not use that. You want to try not to think if possible. And so meditations will take you anywhere, and then you're on timelines. And whenever you have a thought, you're on timelines. You don't want to be on timelines. You don't want to become a multidimensional being. So I'm completely 100% against New Age metaphysics.
Ron?
Yes.
Isn't it pretty obvious that the spike in autism in the last decade?
That's chemtrails.
Chemtrails?
Yes.
All right, and then how much is the autism being reduced by the work that you're doing?
I don't know.
But it's mostly the chemtrails, and what about the vaccines?
Same stuff. Anything that you take in that's foreign to your body is going to give you problems.
And what about if somebody was autistic 100 years ago, way before chemtrails, would that have been more from the aliens then?
It'd probably be nanotechnology. Yeah, it'd all be alien. Everything is alien. And the way you tell an alien, okay, here we go. So there are alien hybrids here, and there could be some in the room here, but and there could be like test tube babies, etc. So the typical, I got to say this correctly without offending anybody. There's people out there that have really wide eyes. The eyes are wider, on their face. And they normally have long necks and long fingers. So those people have more of the alien species DNA in them than other people. Okay? So if you're looking,
Does it make them less human?
maybe less human, yes. Now that's not necessarily bad.
You want to see the feet of alien hybrids?
What's that? You have a hybrid foot?
She has a picture. Second.
Okay.
Seconds out. He's locked her down.
Okay. So I don't know what, great, thank you. Yeah. So
Happy you're there.
yeah. So I don't know what to say, about these people, good or bad, but that's, if you wanted to see one, that's how they look. Okay, there's a presenter here that's female that has really wide eyes. You can look in the program guide. And, anyway, yes.
You are the first person I've heard since I've been here that has even mentioned the word chemtrails.
Well, you have programming. Okay, the first thing is that for myself, physically, I was, maybe 2 months ago, the government's, or some government, tried to take me out with one of their satellites. And so since I'm not in time, I went to this one organization and said, if you don't stop hitting me with this thing, your satellite's going to be like zapped. And within 2 seconds, they turned it off.
Oh, that's good.
I went to, is it they have that like a cylinder dome thing. Is it Yucca Valley or? Yeah, in Tarrytown, yeah. So I went up there. I'll tell you this quick story. We were here maybe 4 years ago, I think, and you've heard of Dr. Fred Bell.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that story. So we're here, and he died maybe a few weeks before, I think, before the Expo. Is that pretty much correct, if you remember? So somebody said, Ron, what do you think happened to him? So I go, well, let me check. Well, his clone got killed. That was up here. But his real body was down below in an underground facility. And he was working with two Pleidian ships. And somehow some other alien race came and terminated them, the aliens. And I think there was maybe between 50 to 100 of them on the two ships total, okay? And they had him like strapped to a table. He was still living, and they're going to do experiments on him. And he was trying to do some type of new invention or something. So that's the scenario. So I took him up to the lightship to quarantine, got rid of the aliens, I terminate them. Anything that causes harm to humans, they're zapped, they're gone, no longer. They do have a chance to come into the light. If they don't want to do that, they're gone. And so I'm going up to a person's house in Yucca Valley there, right? And you go up this long road. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it seems like a big road for like 10 minutes, right? And all of a sudden I look up on the left side, I see like a Billy Meyer ship that materialized for about 5 seconds. And they said thank you because I rematerialized their crew and fixed their ship, and they were all living, and they just wanted to come and reappear and say thank you. That's kind of neat. So that's what happened, with him and my experience with this area, but things are kind of strange out there, which you all know now since you're all human and you can kind of feel human and wondering what happened to you. So you can't really go back in time to what happened. Did you do something wrong to be abducted? Well, each time you think you can be abducted because you're on timelines. So don't look back and feel guilty. Yes?
How old you were when you started having this ability?
Probably my whole life, but I sort of gave up what I'm doing, I don't know, probably in the 90s, I guess. I was healing people too quickly. I would go to, and I don't recommend Reiki, only because that's mind energy too, okay? Using alien energy to heal people. But at that time, in the middle 80s, I would go to like Reiki, clinics or workshops just to have fun, And so at that time, I was like an ET doctor, and people would kind of mention that, because what else are you going to say, And so they would do their stuff on people and wouldn't have any results. They'd call me over, and I'd zap them within maybe 5 minutes, and their problems are released from them. So that was a lot of fun for me, but I was doing stuff too quickly, too fast, and not having any referrals. So I thought, forget this, because once you have a healing, you don't remember your past, okay? Which is the way it's supposed to be. So there's no codependence on me with anybody. Yes, this lady?
Okay, mentioned how there are some people that have alien DNA with the long necks and the big eyes. Are there any celebrities or people we know that we could look at? Who have
Well, just look at the average human and look for the ones that have the eyes further apart. We have Kennedy's wife was one. Kennedy's wife, Jacqueline Kennedy. She had white eyes, right? There's another lady that's a celebrity. Her name has a C in it. I can't really. No, I can't really, she's older, but a lot of these celebrities don't change their looks too much. They kind of go in the basement and get redone, okay?
Betty Davis has like a white.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's the way some of the aliens look.
Like Betty Davis?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, what do you want to do today? You know, I'll do some emotional clearings real quick.
Yes.
Okay, so you have an emotion?
You say people have some barcode?
Yeah, barcodes. Yeah, I can. I'll see what that does. Okay. Let me first do the emotions. So think of an emotional situation that you have. So think of the last one or whatever one bothers you, because so you can only do one thing at a time. That's the way the mind works. Because you're using your mind to find out what your problem is, right? And then I'll clear that out. Then it'll be erased. Still going to see the scene, but you're going to have relief from that one incident, and you may not be on the timeline any longer. So here we go. Think of something. Ready? There. Okay. Is that released from you?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Okay. Here we go. So what I'm doing is, since I work out of time, I'm going to each and every one of you on a personal one-to-one basis. And you're telling me, in a sense, you know, we'll just make it real simple here. You're telling me what your problem is, and I'm taking it away from you. But up here, you just see me clicking my fingers. Okay? Next one.
What if it's a craving that's not really a desire, you know, the cravings that are undesirable cravings?
Whatever you want to look at. Okay? Ready? Here we go. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. There. So you'll have barcodes, okay? Which I call a death barcode. So my website, I have a death barcode clearing. So remember, when you first come in here, you have a natal chart created by the aliens on your lifespan and what's going to happen to you. You understand that, right? Because people talk about astrology and you have readings done, and that's kind of all the same basic thing.
Astrologers say that we have free will. They all agree that we have free will, and that astrology is just a language about the cycles.
Well, yeah, but you still have a program that you're following, and you do have free will to change it if you know what it is. So here we go. So you'll have death barcodes, and the last death barcode will kill you. So some people have 10 death barcodes, some have maybe 3. So what I'll do is just take away from you one death barcode. This will be your first one, okay? And so you may find your body changing because the death barcode, you know, really harms you. So here we go. Ready? There. How does your body feel? Lighter? So. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ron, do 50 of these, right? Yeah, so the death barcode hangs on you for your whole life. And it takes away maybe about 1/3 of your energy. So if you want to feel better, go to my website and do the alien death barcode clearing. And you have to send me an email, and I can tell you how many you need to clear. And you can have them put on, but typically maybe 1/3 of the people get new ones put on off and on, maybe one a year or something like that.
Should you do the emotional clearing first and then the death barcode?
Yeah, you have to do, if you want to live better, you have to do your emotional whole lifetime clearing. So that's $5 times your age. I knock out $50, which is 10 years of your life, we'll say, when you pay for it. And just send me an email, and then just take your age. If you're over 60, it's capped at $300, so the most it costs you is $250. Okay, and do that. It's online. It takes about a half an hour to do. I clear about 2 years of your life every minute, and then you feel wonderful. Your shoulders will start to drop down. Your emotional stuff will kind of vanish, and everybody lives in emotions. That's how they get you too. So you want to be clear and basically unemotional. You can still, be happy. You're not going to be like a robot or anything else, but but your past is what you're dragging with you. So you're bringing all of your past emotions, which is programmed in you, in your DNA, from your ancestors. So you're living their lifetimes right now with all other stuff. So what's surfaced in you and your DNA is what I'm clearing. You could have, you know, thousands of years of stuff still inside your body, but if it's not activated, it's fine. But when it comes up is where the problem happens. And you're already dealing with your whole lifetime of stuff, bringing your past relationships, which is life, into everything right now, into the present moment. You want to get rid of that. Yes?
Have you had any success with people with personality disorders where, because according to psychology, personality disorder can only be managed, it can't really be cleared all the way. Have you found that you've been able to help somebody clear personality disorder?
Well, that's typically entities. I'd say entities would be, but first do your emotional clearing. When you go to my website, you're going to get in there and you're going to go, uh-oh, man, I got all these things, you know, because there's a lot of things that I put on there, and it can be very overwhelming. Just don't even bother looking at that. You know, you basically need maybe a half a dozen good clearings, whole lifetime clearings. You need to have your emotional clearing done first. That's number one. So when you read the website and you say, oh God, I got all this stuff here listed, and you might get paralyzed, just do the emotional one. It'll take rid of most of that stuff out of you. Then you have to do a mental whole lifetime clearing. Then from there, where do you live? Do you live in trauma? Do you live in fear? Live in anxiety? Everybody has their little, remember you're living in these bodies when you go into these situations. So, you know, you may want to do, you know, another clearing like that. And then I have an education clearing, which is wonderful. Takes away that programming. I have a, what's with the education? Anybody? IQ cording. Wonderful clearings. And they have a lot of free ones. So anyway, those are the main ones that you want to do. You might live in trauma. Maybe your whole life is traumatized, you know, and you go, so I live in my trauma body. So you want to clear that thing out. You have a sensory body you may want to clean out. But first, you know, do the main ones. And start with the emotions.
What is the fifth one? You said
yeah, you have emotional, mental, then it could be trauma, it could be fear, it could be anxiety. People live in pain. If you have a pain body, that's anger. Yes, so it depends, you know, what kind of deck of cards you're given, you know. Yes?
Can you request on somebody else's behalf?
Yeah, all the clearings can work for somebody else, yes. And they don't have to know about it.
Somebody was asking about timeline crashes. Could you just mention those for a minute?
Yeah, timeline crashes. Yeah, that's when you have a problem in your life, now you're abducted onto many timelines. Remember, you're a multidimensional being, that's what they tell you, which is true. You shouldn't be, but you are, okay? And so you're dealing with timelines, which is your parallel lives. So if you stub your toe and it hurts, right away they got you. So now, how many timelines are you on with the stub toe? Could be on 500 timelines, because each one of those is getting the same energy that you have here. So they're raking in the dough, you know, off you, you know, if they're selling your energy. So you want to clear those timelines. And so get in and do timeline crashing. Yeah, and that'll help you out. Once you get rid of the timeline, your problem should vanish. Because there's no more timelines for the aliens to connect you with and to abduct you. Because they look for stuff. If it's not there, then you're fine. Yes?
Do the military veterans have more death markers?
They could. I would say about 60% of the people that I work with are or have been in the military, or they're military children or something. And so somehow, maybe through the shots that you get, and or maybe you get abducted without knowing it by just being there. You know, I haven't really looked at it too closely, but a lot of people that I work with have been in the military, and their life is not the greatest. Yes?
How can a military veteran volunteer to be your...
I haven't, I de-enlisted people because it got pretty hairy the last, you know, since October on, actually, probably since June maybe. So I just had everybody kind of you know, stopped doing a lot of battles. Because it was just, you know, for myself, I'm up maybe, I'll get tired about maybe 11 midnight, going to bed, and I'm awake till like 4 in the morning. Or I get woken up at between, you know, maybe 2 and 3 or something, and I'm awake fighting. And other people kind of were too at times, and I didn't want to put them through that process. So, do you guys want to go into a battle right now? Okay, here we go. Okay.
Let's kick some ass.
Let's kick some ass, huh? Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Now you're in your own light ship, and just kind of you feel the energy in the room change. You feel weightless. Mm-hmm. So now you're actually out of this dimension, fighting aliens. And you might even see some, it kind of looks like, if you watch the old Vietnam War movies, or World War II movies, where it's kind of at night where you see the tracers come out from the ships, and all you see is like white light shooting out of them. Well, this is how it looks. But it's like, you know, 1,000 times more. So right now we're battling some aliens. You may have insight on it, you may not. So, you know.
I see ships exploding.
Yeah, ships exploding, yeah. So all the ships have the choice of coming to the light. Normally I'm out in the front in point getting shot at myself, and then the soldiers, the time-traveling soldiers behind me in the defense fleet ships are the ones that they have to fight the aliens, will take them out. I also battle too, but they have to attack first. I don't look for trouble out there or try to make somebody right or wrong. If they attack, that means that they're coming to invade here. So all this started around the same time the movie Battle LA came about. Okay, we'll come back here. So I'll come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So anybody have any input from what just happened?
I felt sick.
Sick? Okay. Yes?
I felt really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I saw like ships falling, but on the other hand, at nighttime, I have nightmares where angels abduct me to fight demons. And that doesn't feel good, you know what I mean? Like, are those like 2 different types of aliens?
Could be, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah.
How do I disconnect from angels?
Yeah, they all appear to you according to your belief system.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those angel lovers. Crazy.
Yeah.
But how do I disconnect from them?
Do some timeline crashing on them, lots of it. Whenever you have a dream, that's you're out on timelines. You know that for sure because you have a dream of it. Okay, you're abducted whenever you lose your keys or misplace them, and then you get upset, right, because you lost your keys or whatever. And then the alien races hear you, and they go, oh man, we got the keys way over here in the Beyond, we better bring them back to this person. And then you find them maybe a week later where you've been looking all the time for them, or they're right under your nose, you know, and you go, oh, there they are, how could I miss this? Well, hello. And the other one is when they drop cars in next to you.
I've had a nightmare or a dream of this was from 53, where this was after there was a crash on the microfilm reader. Some monster said that we know the reason the Rosenbergs were killed early was because the terrible thing, the real secret of the atom bomb. Do you have any questions? Because this has been a recurring nightmare that the atom bomb was something that was given to humanity for its own destruction. It's been a recurring nightmare.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably correct.
What? That aliens?
Yeah, the aliens gave technology to people. And the aliens, most people think that the aliens just come here, right? And, you know, show up and say, oh, here's all your schematics, this is how it works, and you do it. No, the aliens are in the bodies that look like humans.
And they gave humanity the atom bomb?
Yeah, well,
Why
they
did they
made,
give the atom bomb to us?
I don't know, they you know,
They wanted to
ideally,
destroy-
in like, we have Fukushima now, so it's all radioactive stuff, and maybe the alien somehow, looking at the grand plan, wants to eliminate the humans on the surface here. So they're finding ways to do that, and that's maybe what first started. You know, people say, oh, there's good aliens out there. Well, why didn't they give us a, like I said, a nice little UFO back when Henry Ford was making his cars, you know, in the old days, and GM, and you know, why didn't they bring new technologies? Why didn't they help Tesla a whole bunch, you know, and give us free energy? So there's a lot of going on, you know, that we don't really know about, and we'd like to see changes, but they're still in control of things here. So yes.
You mentioned the Pleidians. Can you tell us what you know about them?
About what? About the aliens?
The Pleidians?
Oh, Pleidians.
And the Arcturians?
Well, geez, I don't get too much into that. I know that the, let me think here. The Pleiadians do eat people, okay?
They eat people?
Yeah.
Wow.
And some people that are more Pleiadian, they need to have special vitamins and things to balance their bodies, okay? So most of the races do eat people. Okay? I won't talk about the tunnels that I've been in with people and children and body parts and blood up to my knees and stuff. I won't go into all that. But, you know, just kind of gross sounding, but yeah, I've been there, done that. And it's, you know, I don't hang on to the memories and, you know, the traumas of it. But yeah, it's, I don't like aliens. Yes?
Cloning, treating human beings like cattle and draining their energy, is that something that's unique to this, to Earth, the experience we're having here, or is that taking place in other parts of the physical known universe?
Okay, I'm on, I believe, 7 planets, and this could be including 7, I don't know. So 6 or 7, doing what I'm doing right now, but it might be other life forms trying to get rid of the aliens. So that's, for that I know there's, you know, that many, 7 planets, okay, that aliens have got into the light. So that's the problem.
Not necessarily in our solar system, but other parts.
Other places, yeah.
Other galaxies.
Yeah, and so what you have is the aliens, a lot of them do have a spirit, but they flipped over to darkness. So another way of stating it, making it more personal, is that since you people are thinking, right, and you have a spirit, you flipped over into darkness. Okay? And so the aliens that we're battling at times, they have a chance to come back into the light if they wish. Just like with the clearings that I have on my website to clean you out of darkness. But you know, they may not want to do that. And a lot of the, I'd say probably right now about 80% of what I'm battling out there are actually robotic aliens. Maybe clone bodies or just completely a robot on a program. And they don't, they just have the program. And they're looking for, you know, trying to invade here.
With that being said, I'm sure you've heard the term Archon.
Mm-hmm.
What is there that those Archons, that what they're called, what they're described in other texts throughout human history, what is their role in this whole different alien thing and different scenarios going on at different planets?
I can't really address that. I don't have enough information on it to give you.
Yeah, I don't know if I answer that, ask that question properly, but
yeah,
I don't know if there's a force that's controlling.
Yeah,
other.
there are different. There's like a pecking order to the aliens. Let's put it that way. But I don't know who would be at the upper top, you know, command doing this here. But they're just like we are, and so the poor aliens that are maybe battling us here are told to do so, and they don't have any choice.
Someone's controlling calling the shots for these guys as well.
Yeah, I have, through my underground tunnel fighting, well, I can tell you a couple of things that happened here physically. One of them was when they had earthquakes back in New York a couple of years ago. Okay, I was in the underground tunnels taking out clone factories. And so that's just one of them. And then I've been all through different things, and like the tunnels are about maybe 5 miles apart underground. It's like Swiss cheese on the planet here, and they go everywhere. And there are aliens that are peaceful. I don't bother them. If
Mount Shasta, because I was up there and I could really feel things under the ground.
yeah, I deal with a lot of that there. That's where I live. So, but the lenticular clouds have like left there. Pretty much so. Before it was there like every day. Now, maybe a couple of times a month, maybe they might come in, maybe more often than that, but not like they used to be. So, any questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
How can you tell if you're by one of these tunnels every 5 miles away?
You don't need to know about it.
There's no like sign or something?
No, they're all, yeah, they're all underground. Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Feeling?
Yeah. Yes.
What's the best way for us to protect ourselves?
Protect yourself. Mind a heart drop. Just get in the present moment. You can do what I have on my website, a Be Here Now clearing. That'll help you. And the actual best way is don't think. So if you don't think, then you're not going to be hooked up. Which is the mind to heart drop.
Well, that's what meditation's for, right?
No, you don't want to meditate.
But isn't that clearing, unraveling the mind?
You're using mind energy.
But isn't it the goal to not think eventually with meditation? No mind.
No mind. You don't want to use mind to.
No mind.
Yeah. The mind can't eliminate the mind. That doesn't work. So just do the mind to heart drop. Use your source energy. Don't go outside of yourself. It's the teachings of Jesus, right? Go within. Kingdom is within. That's all you need to know. Go to your heart center. Connect with that. So what else can I do? Well, I have 4 radio programs on the internet, BBS Radio. Those are on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays. Website's full of stuff. I have maybe up to 5,000 hits a month on it, doing healings. And that's been up since, I think, maybe 05. So, I'm not new to this here. I'm still here. I'm probably one of the only light beings on the planet that have ever been here that hasn't been taken out. Most of them leave, I think, probably around 35, 40 years of age.
Are you like the Jesus the Christ? Because it says that on your website.
Yeah, I was a healer in that body, yes, And so I came back to help people, and there's a lot to do here.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the healings back then was like about 1,000 times easier. Yes.
It seems like you've been very busy fighting a lot of things for many years. How much of this crap is left to clear out?
Well, I can say it's getting better.
It's getting better.
But right now it's getting worse, but it's getting better. Whatever alien races are connected to, I guess I could say the Democratic Party and all that agenda, they're very, very bad. And they want to hang on here, okay?
Well, they're not gonna.
So what about the Republican Party?
Well, it's maybe not quite as bad.
Really?
But still, it's an agenda. It's like a coin. So I don't get into politics.
Are all of them aliens?
Are all of them aliens? Very possibly, yes.
Okay.
Very possibly. Yes.
I'm a newbie in this, but can you tell them how to get a hold of you on the radio, Creation Lightship?
Yeah. You can go to bbsradio.com and bbsradio.com. My website, I have it listed on the very top when I do radio programs, if you want. And it's listed there. I have a lot of archives, about 2,000 archives of different radio programs. If you want to have a 4-minute show where we talk about things right on target, you can go to on my website at CTR Contact Talk Radio, and I have archives on there of different shows where it's formatted. Otherwise, the other shows are just all live and whatever we're dealing with or whatever I talk about, and I try to always do clearings. The clearings will work 3 times for you after you hear it once. So like if you had a sore toe and I did a pain clearing and it went away and you got fixed and you wanted to tell one of your friends, you could just go to the archive and have them listen to it, and it might help them also. Yes, there's a question over here.
So if there's no alien interference, how long does a human live? Can potentially live?
Boy, that'd be a good one. I would say probably 1,000 years. In light, you choose when to terminate your body, because you take away the blueprint and you get another life form. You say, I don't want to do this, and there's no trauma. Just undo the blueprint and create another one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you mentioned how there's some light beings who are taken out early, like around 40 years old. Can you give me some examples or famous people you know?
Well, the other light being that was here was Princess Diana, but she wasn't activated. But she did her mission, although what's here now, probably floating around in the tabloids, is a clone of her. Okay, but the actual light being in that body, the body was killed, but the clone, survived. They remade a clone. Yes.
Can ascension happen even if the aliens are here?
Can ascension? Yeah, it can. Yes. It's just that you have to get yourself cleaned out enough if you wish to take your body with you. And if you don't want to come here any longer, then you must do your spirit barcode clearing. So the light doesn't know that you're here. You were created and you're off doing your stuff, whatever you want to do. It doesn't know that you exist. So you have to do a spirit barcode clearing to get that energy off of you, and then you'll be noted that you're here because you're automatically connected. That clearing is very important. Yes, somebody over here, I think.
Oh, yes. 2 questions, please. Right now, are the aliens connected in any way with the AI going on?
Yeah. Everything AI would be alien stuff, yeah.
And so when you went to the Pentagon, are they already ahead of us on that?
Oh, yeah. They're probably, at least 50 years, I'd say, ahead of us, maybe even a couple hundred.
Put consciousness into an AI?
Yes.
Are they able to do
Yeah,
that? Okay, and also in the magazine it said about reoccurring numbers or discoveries about that?
Well, numbers, yeah, that's part of your tracking barcode. So when you see these same numbers like 1111 and 111 or 222 or whatever you see
666
on your clock, that's the tracking barcode.
Can you do it in the material world of dimes appearing everywhere in unlikely places? And
Well, yeah, what you have is kind of going a little sideways. You have alien keywords, and that's a free clearing on my website on the left side, alien keyword intercept. So there's words that they use to connect you to them. So one of the main words is probably love. Everybody talks about love, so that's a word that's going to connect you. Your name itself, you're connected to. In fact, everybody say their name out loud. Okay, now say it again so you know your name. Okay, now I'm going to take the vowels out of your name, so I'm going to clear the vowels. So A-E-I-O-U. Now say your name. Does it sound like you? Does it relate to you? Okay, do it again. Say your name out loud. Does your name sound a little foreign?
It sounds lighter.
Lighter.
Yeah,
Okay, so your name itself is a tracking barcode. So on my website I have a clearing, which is your natal barcode clearing. And you put your name in, your address, your phone number, any numbers that you've had in your life, your nickname, your, whatever names you go by, just stick it in there and it'll clear that from you. And it goes a lot of times with the words, it'll go from left to right and right to left on the clearing. It'll clear everything out so that you're more neutral. Yes.
Can I do oxygen activation for my grandkids?
Yes, you can.
So I just need to put.
You just put their name in. Yeah, the website can be used for anybody. And if you try to talk to somebody about it, they're not going to understand it. And so just put their name in, it'll work perfectly fine. And it might take 3 days for a clearing. Yes.
What do the aliens think of Trump?
I don't know.
Is aliens Trump alien?
I don't get into politics that much. So it's, yes.
I guess I have to go back to that consciousness of AI. If they're able to do that, why would they need humans anymore?
They want the humans because they're living off of your physical pain energy and your emotional traumas and whatever you're dealing with emotionally.
Suppose you don't have anything.
Then they probably don't want you. That's why you want to live in the present moment. You want to become peaceful. Everybody's searching for peace. Have a question?
Yes, thank you. So, is there anything on the pyramids? I've been researching the pyramids and having a special interest in it, like with technology, something that can aid like humanity. So, is there something that, like any information that you have about pyramids or anything like that?
Well, I don't know if I would go too much into that. Try to figure out why you want to find that information out. Maybe do some soul searching, maybe, or get into the present moment and look at it. It's possible you could have been sacrificed on a pyramid, but they're trying to bring you in the back door to getting technologies, and they want to really reattach to you over again on a past life. So you may want to look at that aspect. Okay, when you get into the present moment, then if you are an inventor or something like that, or a creative person, you will be able to get the information that you're striving and looking for when you're in the present moment. It'll become very easy for you. So when you start looking at other people's technologies, like, let me see, when was this? I'll say maybe 3 months ago, I was in the Antarctica, and they found I spotted anyway, and I think the Russians were also going to be looking at this. There was like a large UFO, I think about 300 feet in the ice with a tail fin on it.
Yeah.
And so I looked at that, and I think it's about a 200-foot diameter one. Okay, I have to go back in memories because I'm in the present moment. And I saw aliens on the outside of it that were dead. And then I also saw ones that were alive, but they were like in those sleep capsules, okay? And there was some dead on the ships that weren't in there, but if they uncover this thing, then all of a sudden whatever they had in technology or stuff to poison people, they could all be taken out. So it's not good to look around for this stuff. Yes?
When you're communicating with the aliens, is it energetic language? Is it verbal? Is it,
Yeah, whatever language they communicate with, I can do that. Okay, when I'm out there working with them. But they always have a chance to come into the light if they wish to. And I have at times on my medical ship taken in aliens that maybe I have battled and they got away, or they're going to be battling me and they have a physical problem, or maybe their family has a problem, and I'll actually take them onto my own light ship and heal them. And I could be battling them the next day. So I will actually, that's what I do is help people. Yes, or things.
I have quite a few crystals in my home.
Uh-huh.
Are they like programmed with this stuff? Or?
Crystals could be programmed. I don't know if it'd be programmed with that. Just put them in some water.
Well, I do. I keep them clear.
Yeah, that's all.
Thinking that there's these.
So it could be like a conduit that they're using.
That I'm not aware of, because until today I've walked around with this bound since I was a child, and now but for the first time in my life, I'm 58 years old. I feel like I just was born.
So is that from taking the energies off earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm just worried that maybe my crystals at home.
Yeah, just wash them. Just put them in tap water for a few minutes, and that's all.
Did you add salt? Salt water?
You don't have to. You just run tap water on them. Salt could possibly work, but just getting them wet will do it. Yes.
What does that do? Why does the water work?
It somehow cleanses the auric field on the crystals.
So if you say to live in the now and you don't believe in meditation or anything, how do you feel about most of the people that are here at this conference? Are they misled? Yeah.
You have to ask that question. Okay. Yeah. The first thing is that there's people out there that are misguiding you. Okay. And there's a lot of people who have read books, and then they become a learned person by reading books, and they pass on traditions to you or information that they know nothing about. And they may have, we'll say, a good heart, possibly, trying to help you, and they hook you up to more aliens, not knowing what's out there. So, like I said, I'm completely 100% against metaphysics. Okay? And right away, when I started doing this here, I'm like the oddball person. And then you have the good old boys groups out there who get together, different people, which you may, see on panels and things that are there all the time. I don't get invited on those. At times I might do a panel, but normally they don't want me because I'm too controversial, especially on the UFO panels. If we were to be on one of those, they're all trying to tell you how good the aliens are maybe and what they're doing. 10? Okay, thank you. And I would tell them, yeah, they're going to eat you. And the other way, how do you defend that? What are they going to say? They're great here to help us. Well, they gave us an atomic bomb like the person he was talking about. That's wonderful, right? And they're poisoning our waters and our sea and everything else to get rid of the population here. So if there was good aliens, what I could say is, and the practitioners doing their stuff that they do, okay? Meditation's hooking you up to the darkness. If there was good aliens out there, then how much more suffering do you have to go through for them to help you? Okay? That's a question to ask any of these practitioners.
I've always asked them.
Okay, how much more do I have to go through before they're going to really help me? And you can ask the ones that supposedly are channeling the angels or channeling the different alien races and light language and all this stuff. And anyway, that's it. Yes?
That's the same thing, fall in the same category, someone praying for you, when, they'll say, I'll pray for you.
Oh, boy, yeah. You don't want to do any prayers. People say, I'll ask people, how do you spell prayer? Right? How do you spell prayer? Yeah, P-R-E-Y, You're praying, you're a prey to what you pray to. Remember, you're asking for a favor from something outside of yourself, right? So right away, you're giving away all your energy outside of yourself to somebody or something, more like something. And what are they getting out of it? Taking your life force energy. I think the lady there.
So in the bigger picture of creation, is there a plan to put a stop to all this nonsense and abuse?
No.
Why not?
Because the light doesn't judge.
Well, what does judging have to do with saving a bunch of people from getting raped and murdered and cloned, killed, and everything else?
Yeah, it's still, it's your choice to be in duality. It's your choice to do the mind to heart drop, to be in the present moment. So initially, humanity chose somehow, and I won't say it was a good choice or how they got put into that choice, but they chose to go into duality. And the duality is where the problem is, which brought these things in here.
So how are we all going to get the hell out of here?
Ascension.
Ascension. If you don't want to come back ever again, then do your spirit barcode. If you want to save your body, then do clearings on my website to help out your poor body that's genetically been suffering here for the get-go. Okay? Let's see, I had, was there another lady back? Okay. Yes.
I was asking, are we supposed to learn lessons from all our suffering?
Typically not, but the aliens would like you to learn lessons, yeah. Remember, when you're in the now, there's no lessons. So it's up to you to decide if you want to have lessons or not, or how maybe awful your life's going to be. And you know, everybody looks at their past memories and history, and they project that into their future. Am I correct? So when you get into the now, there's no past.
So you believe in Eckhart Tolle's
I don't know what that is. I don't do any book reading. You know. But you want to be in the present moment, and you want to shed your emotions. That's why I have clearings on my website. Half an hour, you're cleared of your emotions for this lifetime, basically. That's simple.
With the emotional clearance?
Emotional whole lifetime clearing, yes. Yes.
Why is near-death experience considered an abduction, even if the doctors can see your body in front of them?
The near-death experience, when your spirit leaves your body and you're looking down upon yourself, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Why is that used, or?
Why is that considered an abduction, alien abduction?
That may not be. It probably would be because you're going through the tunnel, possibly. Remember, when you go through that white light tunnel, that's all darkness energies, and they will bring something to you on the other side of that tunnel at the far end, and they'll maybe show your parents, or you know, if you believe that your savior was a rabbit, you're going to see that nice rabbit at the end of the tunnel, you know, and it'll draw you there, and then you're stuck in the reincarnation process all over again. And then you're trying to get out, and they go up, you did something wrong in the last lifetime, and you got to come back. Or in the near-death experience, they'll tell you, well, you got to do this cause. You know, you can leave, but you know, all humanity's waiting for you to come back to do the special thing. So you come back.
Well, then how do we get out of that cycle?
How do you get out of that cycle? You get off the timelines.
No, like when we die, people say.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
On my website, what I have is a deceased loved one's clearing. And I have one for your spirit, and I have one for the emotional body. But if you just do the spirit barcode, you won't come back here ever again. Okay? But like if you're saying, gee, I just found somebody died last week, or maybe you come out of here and 6 months later, you know, a good friend of yours dies, and you go, well, I don't want them to reincarnate. Then you go on, and you do a deceased loved one's spirit clearing. And you have to do it within probably a couple of weeks after the person died. Go in there, put their name in, and they are taken out of here. They're put in quarantine, because ascension hasn't happened yet. Yes?
Sorry, I came in late, but my understanding, so we don't need to go to gurus, we don't need to meditate, we basically just can pick up and go from this Expo now, because nothing will save us here. But if we go to your website and we got the code, apparently there is a hope. Does anybody could prove that, or come back from what you did to them and say it works, what you do?
Well, you can ask the people, since you came in late, I made all these people real, how do you feel? What could you tell her?
It works.
5?
You notice a difference. The color becomes brighter, more detailed.
We can take LSD for that. But I'm not. But I'm not.
Everybody looked fuller, different.
So you don't just do for deaf people, for like.
HD, that's right. That's a good description.
Yes.
Is it better to cremate or bury a body?
I'd say cremate the body. Yeah, because the aliens will dig up the bones and get the DNA and recreate you.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I'm going to do it. Here we go. This is great. This I just started doing. Gets worse, right? Okay, what I'm going to do is take off of you the, how do I say this here? The clones that are living here have energy on their bodies. So we'll just say it's like dandruff, okay? And their skin comes off, right? And that affects your lungs and attaches to your body, okay? So I'm going to release that from you, from these cloned replicas that are walking around, okay? So here we go. I'm going to count to 10. I'll just snap my fingers. So 1, 2, feel your body changing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How's your breathing? So what you had is the clones have a, let me think here. They live more on carbon dioxide, and they emit carbon dioxide more than what humans do, so you're breathing more of their waste. I'm doing a special on the 25th, which will be a Saturday, and it's $50. I think it's a 3-hour conference call, I believe. It'll be on my website, and it's a special clearing which I'll be doing a bunch of new things to make you feel better. One of them is makes your body warmer. I take away some stuff inside of you, these metal tubes that are around your skeleton and spine and ribs and everything else and arms. That'll make you feel better.
What else do they do inside of us? Pins.
Yeah, pins, okay. You've seen babies who twitch, you know, the parents hold the baby and it's fine, and then it starts whimpering and jumping around in your arms, right? Well, they're poking them with pins, and you may get pins in your feet at night. You're getting drilled, you know, because they want to get your meridians.
It's etheric drilling, it's not physical drilling.
Oh, it's physical, yeah. You're abducted. Remember, you're abducted. Okay, you don't know when you're not here. Okay, you know what a sine wave is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you when you're not here? You're manifested above and below that line going across, right? So where are you at 0 point on that?
In the now.
In the now, but the aliens can take your whole blueprint. And so you're not manifested here, but they can manifest it somewhere else. It gets kind of deep quick, doesn't it?
So basically, we never know what the hell's going on.
You don't know, yeah, you don't know what's going on when you're not here. Yeah, yeah. And you start learning more, and you start figuring this stuff out a little bit. And I had to figure this stuff out because I got to help people. And initially, I just started doing clearings and you know, healings on people. I put my website up; it was just very easy. And then people have problems with aliens. I go, "Oh crap, an alien!" Or they go, "Oh, I've been in the military." I go, "Oh shit, they've been abducted." An underground base in the military with aliens, and it goes on and on. So I had to now switch over to alien stuff. So my website is basically alien, and people get scared of that. They go, "Oh shit, you know, well, I'd be scared too, but there's no remedy, but I can give you a remedy on the website. But no other healer is going to give you a remedy. My site's been up since 2005, okay? And I have people in the military, you know, high up in the military, and I even have aliens in the underground helping some of the, I guess, I don't want to use the word good governments, but, you know, they're, in a sense, we'll say that, okay? And they're doing clearings on my website. Okay, because...
United States anywhere near that?
A little bit. Yeah, somebody in the back, I saw a hand.
Do you know anything about Corey Good, or have any opinion about him?
Not much. I haven't, you know, I'd probably say no. A lot of the information that I do and that I get, I go in tunnels battling the aliens, people bring it out maybe 3 months after that or so. So they'll hear my radio programs, get some psychic people to find out what's going on. Okay. And so I don't know where he is, but I've been in Antarctica for 1.5 years now fighting aliens. Okay. And so a lot of this stuff is coming up kind of new. I've been to like a Hilton in there, down there, you know, Hilton Hotel for the elites to go into.
Is that what's your light body?
And physical. So, anyway, if you want to ask any questions, I'll be at my booth 202, and you know, at least do the healing monitors there. They're free, and if you can afford $20 and get the discount coupon here for $10, get into the light chamber. It's fabulous.